We also have the DRC Net Foundation. Yes, you have the floor.
Good afternoon. Thank you. I'm going to echo what my colleague across the room said, and thanks for allowing civil society voices in the room. We very much welcome this dialogue. I'm delivering this on behalf of two civil society organizations, DRC Net and the International Drug Law Advocacy and Resource Center. Since September of last year, the US military, in the direction of the current president, has engaged in a series of lethal strikes on civilian fishing boats that were allegedly carrying drugs in the Caribbean and Eastern Pacific. The 55 strike events so far, widely condemned in the US and the international legal communities as extrajudicial killings, have claimed the lives of 194 people, some of them Trinidad and Tobago nationals. 5 governments, including the 2 of those permanent members of the Security Council, have responded to the strike by placing restrictions on the cooperation with the US operations in the regions. Following the initial strike, Prime Minister Neil Parsan praised it, saying the US military should kill all drug traffickers violently. In later remarks referencing both the boat strikes and a territorial dispute between Venezuela, the Prime Minister attacked the CARICOM zone of peace, calling it vacuous. In light of the Security Council's mission as a safeguard for world peace, will both Zimbabwe and Trinidad and Tobago, in their work on the Council, condemn the extrajudicial killings and support the holding of discussions about the boat strikes or other questions internationally about counter-drug operations, should the Council consider taking up the issue? Thank you very much.
We begin with Ambassador Parsons.
Sure, and thank you both for the 2 questions. As far as the second question is concerned, I will close my book for this one. Trinidad and Tobago is 7 miles off the coast of Venezuela. We are deeply committed to our neighbors, and we are fully supportive of the people of Venezuela. We have recognized the interim president of Venezuela, Her Excellency Delcy Rodriguez. A great deal of crime and violence in my country emanates from drug trafficking coming from mainland South America. And I'm not yet to name and shame countries. But a great source of the crime and violence, as I intimated in my opening remarks. Trinidad and Tobago heavily debated the issue of international law when it came to the strikes on vessels outside our territorial waters. My Prime Minister wholeheartedly supported those strikes, again debating international law. And let me tell you 2 things. Number 1, we had 627 murders last year, as I said earlier. Between January and February of 2026, yes, we had a state of emergency in the country. Our crime rate between January and February, as a result of those strikes and our state of emergency, dropped 42% between January and February, showing evidentially a statistical correlation between striking those narco boats and curbing the violence in my country. Thank you, moderator.
Thank you very much. And now I give the floor to Ambassador Shayavonhu.
Thank you, William, and thank you to the colleagues from civil society for those questions. Then in terms of the handling of the boats in the Atlantic, we think that this is really a question of human rights, that human rights have to be observed in all of these, in the contact of relations, in the contact of nations. So there is need for proportionality. That what we are dealing with, if it is a drug trafficking, it is dealt as such as trafficking, and that it's proportional, and that there is a respect for in terms of the handling of the aftermath of these eliminations, that there is respect for international law. So for us, that will be the response. I thank you.
Thank you very much.